Folks, it's been a week since we've spoke. I have the latest real estate market numbers for you for week ending, where are we here? June 21st. Here we go. We're going to talk about freehold properties first. Now the title of this, the theme of this report is actually scary signs in the GTA real estate market. And at the end, I'm going to talk to you about what I'm seeing for some of you that's scary out there. Okay, so let's talk about freehold. I'm going to start off with Vaughan, then I'm going to talk about Toronto. So Vaughan, for week ending June 21st, sales have been going up, and again from 1 week to previous week, as the trend has been now for several weeks, sales are up and average sold price is up. Average sold price at 1.3, a little bit over 1.3 million, is 7.1% higher than where we were at the beginning of March before we went into this health crisis. So extremely strong market, prices, sales. The blue is average sold price for last year. The orange is average sold price for this year. We are 11.6% higher than we were the same time last year. So sales are up. Average sold price is up from last year, up from the beginning of March, up from last week. Here we go, sales again. Here's an interesting stat here that I like to record. For week ending June 7th, 6 properties sold at list price or more. The following week, 14 properties sold at list price or more. And last week, 16 properties sold at list price or more. So the frenzy out there of paying list price or more is starting to increase with each week going up, and we're getting fairly close to where we were with sold volumes the same time last year. Listings have been increasing every single week, and we're very close also to where we were same time last year. Months of inventory have been coming down each week. As months of inventory come down, prices go up. 2.6 is very solid seller's market territory. And that's why you're getting prices on the increase, and you're getting more and more properties being sold at list price or more. Looking at Toronto, sales have been increasing every single week. And if we look at average sold price, they have been going up, although from last week to the week before, they took a little bit of a dip, and we are 3.1% lower than where we were at the beginning of March. Looking at compared to last year's price, we're over 21% higher than what the average sold price was a year ago. That's a phenomenal number there, over 21%. Last year, 35 properties sold at $2 million or more. This week that just passed, week ending June 21st, we sold 43 properties at $2 million or more. So for sure that helps in bringing up the average sold price. But remember, we are just coming out of a health crisis. We should be in, from what a lot of people are saying, we're in a crazy time and people can't afford their houses, and the government is helping with the CERB and giving help financially to millions of people across Canada. The economy is just starting to reopen. We've been in a terrible situation. Many businesses have closed. Things are economically terrible out there. Real estate, we are way above for freehold properties than where we were last year. And you know, the signs in real estate, it's like it's its own animal, especially in GTA real estate. But there are some scary signs, and I'll tell you that at the end of this video. So sales have been on the increase. If we go back a few weeks, 114 here for week ending June 7th, 114 sold at list price or more. That's 60% of all sales. The following week, 58% sold at list price or more, so still around 60. Last week, 64% sold at list price or more. 64%. That's well over half of all freehold properties sold in Toronto were at list price or more. The same time last year, it was 42% that sold at list price or more. So it seems there's more of a frenzy this year than there was last year. And new listings. New listings have been on the increase, and we're getting closer to where we were last year. We're still behind last year's mark though. Let's look at months of inventory. Have been on the decline for Toronto freehold. Now, it did go up a little bit one week to the next, but by 0.2. So very, very minimal increase. And on average, although prices have been going up, they did dip a little bit last week. Looking at Vaughan condos. Well, hallelujah, we doubled our sales from 4 units. We went up to 8 condos. It's still very difficult for me to talk about Vaughan condos just because the sales, the volumes are so low. One sale could skew the numbers one way or another. So I'm just going to fly through this really quickly. We are up 10% from where the average price sold was last year. But remember, let's not go too crazy analyzing or overthinking this because the volume just isn't there. But last year we sold 14. This year we sold 8 in the same week. But it's good to see that sales are increasing. Listings. We are outpacing for several weeks now. We are outpacing the amount of the condo listings in Vaughan than where we had last year. So we've got more coming on the market. Now, is it because earlier a few months ago, in April, it was the reverse? The condo listings were so much less than what they were last year. Are we making up for it now, or is the public dumping their condos, let me just say, because there's a lot of investors in the condo market. Are they looking to divest and get rid of their condos? That's something we need to keep an eye on. And looking at months of inventory, a little bit lower. They went from 12 months, which is a year worth of inventory, to a little bit over half a year. Condos are sitting in a buyer's market territory. Toronto condos. Sales did drop slightly from last week to the previous week, and average sold price has dropped a little bit also. Now they've come down on average a couple of weeks now. And we've been talking about condos, how there's more and more inventory going out there and less sales. Maybe this is a sign, and this is what we're going to see for a while now. We are still 8.1% higher in the GTA, in the Toronto condos than where we were last year. Here's the sales figures. Now, for June 7th, 40% sold at list price or more, 39% sold at list price or more the following week, and last week, 43% sold at list price or more. So there's still activity, there's still frenzy in looking to buy. Almost half or close to half are selling at list price or more, but you know, we're way off the mark when it comes to last year's sales. But listings, look at this. For 3 weeks in a row now, new condo listings are outpacing last year's condo listings. And months of inventory. As months of inventory go up, prices come down. What used to be, here's the scary part. What used to be the condo market was like heaven when it came to investors. I think what we're seeing now is investors being a little bit nervous of the condo market, and we're seeing more and more condos being listed, but the sales is not keeping up. So people are not jumping on board to buy. So there's some scary news there if you're looking at the condo market, and we really need to see, if you're looking to sell in the condo, you could see prices come down. If we're looking at the freehold market, here's some scary news for you. If you're a buyer in the freehold market, you might have missed your opportunity to buy at the low point. Now, there's good news to that also, that if prices continue to go up, it's better to buy now than next month. But if your whole plan as a buyer was, I'm going to buy when it's at its lowest, I think from what I've been seeing here, that time is gone. My name is Santo Sessa with 3Max Premier. I'm giving you numbers from the field, numbers that are real estate activity and insights that are happening from me being on the road every day in the GTA real estate. If you like what you're hearing, not necessarily the message is coming across because I'm showing you what's actually happening with the numbers, but if you like the way this presentation goes and if you like having your finger on the pulse of the real estate activity in the GTA, subscribe below, hit the like button, send us a message below, hit the bell so you be reminded of these, pass this on to all your friends. If you have any questions, listen, we're in some crazy times now when it comes to real estate in the GTA. It's so important to align yourself with a strong realtor who knows what's happening, that's not necessarily just blindly following what is being said out there, because I got to tell you, what's being said out there is not necessarily what's really going on in your neighborhood. Have a great day.